Good morning, students. We are continuing with the second chapter, that is relations and functions. We will just recollect what we discussed in the last class. In the last class before ending, we discussed about some graphs and their functions and their graphs. The two types of graphs we discussed is about the identity function graph and the constant function graph. The identity function graph is of the form f of x is equal to x, and we have seen that the graph is a straight line passing through the origin, and it makes an angle of 45 degrees with the x and the y axis. Okay, and another graph we have discussed is about the constant function, that is f of x is equal to c, and where c is any constant, and we have also discussed about the domain and range of the constant function. Now today we are going to discuss about the new function f of x is equal to 1 by x. What will be the domain and range of this function, how to plot the graph, what are the limitations, etc. and so on. Now I have taken some points. X is equal to minus 2, minus 1.5, minus 1, minus 0.5, 0.25, 0.5, 1, 1.5 and 2. So here, as already before starting the portion, I have told you, like when you want to plot the graph, take some negative values, take some positive values and 0. But here you can observe that when I have taken the domain values, I haven't taken the value 0. Why? Because 1 by 0 is not defined. 1 by x. 1 by 0 is not defined. So in the domain, you can see that the domain is a set of all real numbers. Domain is a set of all real numbers except 0. Except 0. So in the first case itself, why? Because as whenever you want to plot a graph, always takes 0 value for x, the domain. Take the 0 value, take some negative values, take some positive values, and then find the f of x value. Here in the beginning itself, I haven't taken the value 0 because f of x is equal to 1 by x. 1 by x is 1 by 0. It becomes not defined. So I have taken all other values in the real numbers except the value 0. Now let us plot the points. 0.2 minus 0.2, it is equal to 0.25. Minus 2 is equal to 0.05. 1.5 minus 1.5 is equal to 0.67. Minus 1 is equal to minus 1. Minus 0.5 is equal to minus 2. So the graph is a smooth graph. It takes this form. Now what about the positive values? 0.25. 0.25, it is equal to 4. 0.25, it is equal to 4. 0.5 is equal to 2. 1 is equal to 1. 1.5 is equal to 0.67. 2 is equal to 0.5. So when I join the points, I can see that the graph of this function f of x is equal to 1 by x is of this form. Now let us see the properties of the graph. F of x is equal to 1 by x, not defined at x is equal to 0. It is familiar to all of us. As x tends to 0 from either side of 0, f of x tends to infinity. By the definition of the function, as x tends to 0, from either side of 0, from the left side it tends to 0, from the right side it tends to 0, f of x tends to infinity. F of x tends to infinity. Similarly, as x tends to plus or minus infinity, as x tends to plus infinity or x tends to plus infinity or x tends to minus infinity, f of x tends to 0. The graph approaches the x-axis when x tends to infinity. when x tends to infinity, infinity values, positive values, when x tends to infinity, the graph approaches the x-axis. The graph comes very, very close to the x-axis, but it did never touch the x-axis. Such lines, in higher classes you will study, those lines are called as the asymptotes. It implies that the function can take all real values except 0. That means the domain. It can take all real values x as x tends to infinity. The graph becomes very, very close to the x-axis, but it never touches the x-axis. So the domain is the set of all real numbers except the value 0. Similarly, the range, when f of x tends to infinity, as x tends to 0, x is coming nearer to 0, tending to 0. F of x is tending to infinity. It never becomes a value 0 because 1 by x. It is not defined. So the range is equal to set of all real numbers except 0. So this is the range of the function is the set of all real numbers except 0. So these are the features of the graph. F of x is equal to 1 by x. The shape of the graph, the domain and the range. I hope it is very well clear to you. Now, next we will study about another graph, the fourth graph, modulus function graph. The fourth graph, modulus graph, modulus function. F of x is equal to x greater than or equal to 0 is equal to minus x less than 0, or sometimes it is given as f of x is equal to modulus of x. This is the standard form of the modulus function graph. Now we have to check the domain and the range of the function. And what will be the shape of the graph? This is the standard form of the graph. Now, on plotting the graph, x is equal to 0. So x is equal to 0, f of x is equal to 0. When x is equal to 1, f of x is equal to 1. X is equal to 2, f of x is equal to 2. X is equal to 3, f of x is equal to 3. When x is less than 0, minus 1, minus 2, x f of x, minus 3. When x is less than 0, minus 1. So this is minus of minus 1, which is equal to 1. X is less than 0, minus 2. So it will be minus of minus 2, which is equal to 2. When x is less than 0, minus 3. It is minus of minus 3, which is equal to 3. I have taken the values. 0 values I have taken. Positive values I have taken. I have taken the negative values. Now let us sketch the graph. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. X values 0, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. Y values 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now, minus 3. What about minus 3? What about minus 3? It is equal to 3. Minus 2, 2. Minus 1, 1. 0, 0. 1, 1. 2, 2. And 3, 3. Because the power of x is equal to 1, we join the graph, we join the points by means of a straight line. Power of x is equal to 1, so we plot the points by means of a straight line. Okay. This is a modulus function graph. Now, what about the domain of the graph? Domain is always on the x-axis. The domain. You can take all real numbers. All real numbers. What about the range of the graph? It starts from here, y-axis, the y values from here. So, it starts from here means it all values including 0 up to positive infinity. So, that will be the range of the graph f of modulus function graph. F of x is equal to modulus of x, or sometimes it may be given in the form f of x is equal to x, x greater than or equal to 0, or minus x if x is less than 0. So, this is the standard form of the graph f of x is equal to modulus of x. Now, suppose if I say f of x is equal to modulus of x plus 1, modulus of x plus 1, what happens to the graph? Now, let us take some points over here. X values, f of x, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2. Modulus of 2, 2 plus 1, 3, 2, 0, 1, 1 plus 1, 2, 2 plus 1, 3. Now, let us draw the graph. And just drawing a graph in order to show what will be the shape of the graph. Modulus of x plus 1. 1 is outside. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, minus 1, minus 2, 0. Now, x values and y values. Minus 2 is equal to 3. Minus 1 is equal to 2. 0, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3. Now, let us join them. This value is 0, 1. Okay, so when you see the form, this is the standard form of the modulus function graph, but when you see this graph, you can see that the domain is the set of all real numbers. But what about the range? Range is equal to, it starts from plus 1, 1 to infinity. That means the graph, the standard function graph, what happened? Modulus of x plus 1 means it gets a vertical shift of 1 unit upwards. It gets a vertical shift of 1 unit upwards. So this is the here we can say that there is a vertical shift of 1 unit. 1 unit. Now f of x is equal to mod x minus 1, suppose, or mod x plus 1, plus or minus, whatever it is. So you can take the values x, f of x, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2. Minus 2 plus 1, it is equal to minus 1, modulus is equal to 1. Minus 1 plus 1, 0, 0 plus 1, 1, 1 plus 1, 2, 2 plus 1, 3. What about the graph? Minus 1, minus 2, 1, 2. X-axis 0, 1, 2, 3. Minus 2, it is equal to 1. Minus 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3. Join the points. This point is minus 1 comma 0. Now this is the third case I am discussing. So f of x is equal to modulus of x plus 1. What about the graph? When you add plus 1 inside, it got shifted 1 unit to the left side. 1 unit to the left side. So we can say that there is a horizontal shift. Horizontal shift of 1 unit to the left. So if it is plus 1, there will be a horizontal shift of 1 unit to the left. What about the domain? The domain is a set of all real numbers. What about the range? Range is also from closed interval 0 to infinity, because the minimum value of y coordinate is equal to 0. The range is equal to from 0 to infinity. Now if I say modulus of x minus 1, you will be able to say that the graph gets shifted 1 unit to the right side. That is, there will be a horizontal shift of 1 unit to the right. Here if it is modulus of x minus 1, the graph gets shifted 1 unit down. One vertical shift of 1 unit down. So from the standard graph, you can get horizontal shifting or vertical shifting, and from that you can find the domain and range of the graph. Okay, I hope this is very well clear to you. So this can come in any of the graph, that is horizontal shifting and vertical shifting can come in any of the graphs. Now next one we come across what is called as the function f of x is equal to x squared. F of x is equal to x squared. Now what is f of x is equal to x squared? Let us take the points x, f of x. Now 0, x is equal to 0. I take some positive values 1, 2, negative values minus 1, minus 2. When x is equal to minus 2 the squared is equal to 4, minus 1 it is equal to 1, 1, 1, 2 squared is equal to 4. What about the graph? X values, y values 0, 1, 2, minus 1, minus 2, 2, 4, minus 2, minus 4. What about the first value? First value is minus 2, 4, minus 2, 4, minus 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 2, 4. Since the power of x is equal to 2, I join the points using a smooth curve. This is the shape of the graph, and this graph is called as a parabola. This graph is called as a parabola, standard form of the parabola. And what about the domain? Domain is the set of all real numbers. This is 0, 0. And what about the range? Range is equal to from closed interval 0 to infinity. 0 to infinity. From this graph also you can find that the points are f of x is equal to x squared plus 1. X squared plus 1. It will have a vertical shift of 1 unit up. Vertical shift 1 unit up. It is equal to x squared minus 1. Vertical shift of 1 unit down. 1 unit down. If it is x minus 1 the whole squared, x plus 1 the whole squared. Here you can make that it is a horizontal shift of 1 unit to the left or to the right. So these two questions, x minus 1 and x plus 1 the whole squared, all these questions you will do as an assignment. So that will be your assignment work. CE, for the CE continuous evaluation, you have to draw for the parabola, because for the modulus function graph I have explained how to draw the graph. So for the parabolic graph I am asking you to find out what is the shape of x squared plus 1, x squared minus 1, x minus 1 the whole squared, x plus 1 the whole squared, and what are the features, whether it is a vertical shifting or a horizontal shifting, up or down, left or right. So this is it. And also find the domain and range of the functions. So for the standard form of the parabolic function, the domain is a set of all real numbers, whereas the range is from 0 to infinity. Domain is always on the x-axis. Domain is always on the x-axis. Range is always on the y-axis. Now, the next one we are going to study about the function of the form f of x is equal to x cubed. This function is called as a cubic graph, cubic function graph. Cubic function. X values, f of x. Take some values. 0, 1, 2, 3. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. When x is equal to 0, f of x is equal to 0. When x is equal to 1, it is equal to 1 cubed is equal to 1. When x is equal to 2, f of x is equal to 2 cubed is equal to 8. When x is equal to 3, 3 cubed is equal to 27. Similarly, when x is equal to minus 1, f of x is equal to minus 1 the whole cubed is equal to minus 1. When x is equal to minus 2, f of x is equal to minus 2 the whole cubed is equal to minus 8. When x is equal to 3, f of x is equal to minus 27. Now, let us plot the graph. X values, zero, zero, y values 2, 4, 6, 8, minus 2, here we can take minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, 1, 2 and 3. Here minus 2, minus 4, minus 6, minus 8. Okay, we'll plot the points. Minus 3, minus 27. Since I don't have space, I haven't marked that point. Minus 2, minus 8. Minus 2, minus 8, it will be in the third quadrant. Minus 2, minus 8, it is a point in the third quadrant. Minus 1, minus 1, here third quadrant. 0, 0, origin. 1, 1, 2, 8, 3, 27. Since I don't have the space, I haven't plotted the point. Now, what you do is, you join the points by a smooth curve. This is the graph of a cubic function graph. Okay, is it clear to you how to plot the graph? It goes on. Now, what about the domain of the graph? What about the domain of the graph? You can take any real number. So, domain is equal to set of all real numbers. What about the range of the graph? Range of the graph. It comes below the x-axis. It goes above the x-axis up to infinity. So, the range is also equal to set of all real numbers. So, here this is a standard form of the cubic function graph. Now, as an assignment, you can construct the graph f of x is equal to x cubed plus 1 and f of x is equal to x minus 1 the whole cubed. That is one with the vertical shifting and one with the horizontal shifting. So, for this you have to do all four. Here I have given only 2 questions as an assignment. So, 4 plus 2 is equal to 6 questions for assignment. Now, is that clear to you? Domain, range. So, in second chapter, the main concept is you have to understand what is a domain and what is a range and how to construct the graph. Now, next one. Next one is f of x is equal to, f of x is a function from R to R, real number to real number, defined by f of x is equal to x plus 10. The question is, sketch the graph. Sketch the graph. Name it. Name it. The domain. What is the domain and what is the range of the graph? You can see that the function is defined from R to R. F of x is equal to x plus 10. Sketch the graph. So for sketching the graph, it is important to get points. So I am going to take the point. X values, f of x. When I put x is equal to 0, x is equal to 0, f of x is equal to 10. When I put f of x is equal to 10, f of x is equal to 0, x is equal to minus 10. So the points are 0, 10 and minus 10, 0. So 2 points are required to, minimum 2 points are required to construct a straight line. Now let us draw the graph. Time. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Minus 2, minus 4, minus 6, minus 8, minus 10. What is the first point? 0, 10. 0, 10. What about the second point? Minus 10, 0. Power of x is equal to 1. So join those points using a straight line. This is a graph of the function f of x is equal to x plus 10. Now from this graph has a particular name. It is called as a linear function graph. Linear function graph. Function graph. That is of the form f of x is equal to x plus 10. So I can give a common form as linear function graph. F of x is equal to here the coefficient is equal to 1. So I can give it as m into x plus c. M into x plus c. So m gives the slope. M gives the slope. That is coefficient of x gives the slope and c gives the y-intercept. That is where the point cuts the y-axis. Where the point cuts the y-axis. So here in this case slope is equal to 1, y-intercept is equal to y-intercept is equal to 10 and point of y-intercept is equal to 0 comma 10. So this is called as a linear function graph. Linear function graph is of the form f of x is equal to mx plus c, where m is a slope, c is a y-intercept. M and c are constants. Here you can see m is equal to 1, y is equal to 10, c is equal to 10. Point of y-intercept, that is point of y-intercept means where the graph cuts the y-axis. The intercepting point is equal to, point means it will have x coordinate and y coordinate, so that is equal to 0 comma 10. Now this is important. Based on this, there is an example, the miscellaneous type. Take down the question. F, it's a function from 1 1 2 3 0 minus 1 minus 1 minus 3 is a linear function. Is a linear function from z to z, set of integers to set of integers. Find f of x. Find f of x. So here in this case you can see that is from z to z, set of integers. It's a function, and moreover it is said that it is a linear function. So you have to find the function. In this case, when you have the word linear function, automatically it should come to your mind what is of the form the linear function. So the linear function takes the form f of x is equal to mx plus c. So in order to find the linear function, you should get the constants m and c, that is the slope and the y-intercept. Now it passes through the point, f is a function 1 1 2 3 0 minus 1 minus 1 3 minus 1 minus 3. So if it passes through the point 0 minus 1, that means x is equal to 0, 0 into m plus c, and what is f of x is equal to minus 1. It passes through the point 0 minus 1. That means c is equal to minus 1. It passes through the point 1 1. 1 1. So f of x is equal to 1, m into 1 plus c. Plus c means plus minus 1, or that is m minus 1. So m is equal to 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. So you got what is the constant c and what is the slope m. So what is the linear function? F of x is equal to mx plus c. C is equal to minus 1, or that is of the form 2x minus 1. So such a question if it comes, you should know what is a linear function. The name, what is a linear function? So linear function is a function of the form f of x is equal to mx plus c, where m is the slope and c is the y-intercept. Here the slope is equal to 2. Coefficient of x gives the slope. And what about the y-intercept? Y-intercept is equal to minus 1. I hope that linear function is clear to you. Again we have to study another type of graph. It is called as the signum function graph. It is called as a signum function graph. The function is given in the form f of x. Signum function. signum function. F of x is equal to minus 1 if x is less than 0, equal to 0 if x is equal to 0, equal to 1 if x is greater than 0. Now, how to plot this graph? So, f of x is given, f of x is equal to minus 1, 0, 1. So, f of x means it is a y coordinate. So, y coordinate means it is a range. So, the range values are only 3, that is minus 1, 0 and 1. But what about the domain? X is less than 0. That means x can take all negative values. X is equal to 0. X can take all positive values. So, you can fix what is a domain and what is a range. Now, let us plot the graph. It is very important graph. In your higher classes also you require this graph. 1, 2, x-axis 0, minus 1, minus 2, y-axis 1, 2, minus 1, minus 2. So, what are the points? When x is less than 0, first we will say when x is equal to 0, it is equal to 0. Okay. When x is less than 0, this one. Whatever values x is less than 0, it takes a value, it is equal to minus 1. So, the graph is a line parallel to the x-axis. When x is greater than 0, it is always equal to 1. So, what is the domain of the graph? The domain is the set of all real numbers. What about the range? Whatever values x takes, the range values are minus 1, 0 and 1. It takes only 3 values, minus 1, 0 and 1. So, this is called as the signum function graph. Signum function. So, what is a signum function? How is it defined? Signum function is equal to minus 1 if x is less than 0, 0 if x is equal to 0, 1 if x is greater than 0. And this is the graph. The domain is a set of all real numbers. It can take all real values in x, real numbers. What about the range? Range is equal to minus 1, 0 and 1. So, we will continue. Draw all the graph in your book. We will continue in the next class. Thank you.